Gauteng MEC for Economic Development and Finance, Lebogang Maile, is giving an update on in Sandton and this is on the Spaza Shop registration. I understand that briefing has started. Let's listen in.
Through the registration centers, which will remain open to ensure that all Spaza Shops have access to information and necessary assistance. Some municipalities are yet to develop an electronic licensing system and are thus continuing to use manual system. As of today, 2,179 applications have been received in the city of Johannesburg, with 593 of these being from foreign nationals. The number of applications approved whereby the owner of the Spaza Shop is foreign national is 8. A total of certificates of acceptability, which is COA, has been issued in the municipality. In the Sedibeng District Municipality, which comprises of the Midvaal, Mfuleni and Lesedi local municipalities, 2,688 applications have been received, with 1,260 of these being from foreign nationals. A total of 28 applications have been approved, with none of these being of Spaza Shops and food handling facilities owned by foreign nationals. To date, 27 COAs have been issued by the municipality. In the city of Tshwane, 4,109 applications have been received, with 1,879 being from foreign nationals. In total, 148 applications have been approved, while 564 were rejected pending submission of relevant documents. A total of 343 applications by foreign nationals have been processed and are awaiting confirmation from the Department of Home Affairs and the South African Revenue Services. Whilst 20 have been approved, a total of 780 COAs have been issued. In Rand West City Local Municipality, a total of 150 applications have been received, of which 125 are from facilities owned by foreign nationals. No applications have been approved at the moment. In the city of Ekurhuleni, 109 COAs have been issued to date. In Mirafong City Local Municipality, 58 business license applications have been received to date, whilst 52 applications by foreign nationals have been received. Thus far, no application from foreign nationals have been approved. A total of 22 COAs have been issued by the municipality. In Mogale City Local Municipality, 93 applications have been received, with 12 being from foreign nationals. The total number of applications approved is 34, with 12 being the owner is a foreign national, and 107 COAs have been approved in the municipality. In Rand West City Local Municipality, 150 applications have been received, with 125 being from foreign nationals. As of today, 7,802 inspections have been conducted in the city of Johannesburg, with 1,444 of the Spaza Shops and food handling facilities being found non-compliant. A total of 243 Spaza Shops and food handling facilities have been closed due to non-compliance with environmental health and safety standards. In the city of Tshwane, a total of 5,851 inspections have been conducted, with 1,905 being found non-compliant. A total of 48 have been closed due to non-compliance. In the city of Ekurhuleni, 9,433 inspections have been conducted, with 8,848 being found non-compliant. A total of 5 Spaza Shops and food handling facilities have been closed. In Mogale City Local Municipality, 2,351 inspections have been conducted, with 23 Spaza Shops and food handling facilities being found non-compliant. No facility has been closed. In the Sedibeng District Municipality, 927 joint inspections have been conducted, with 30 being found non-compliant. No facility has been closed. Inspections are yet to be conducted at Randburg City Local Municipality. Compliance continues to be a serious challenge across all municipalities. In the case of Spaza Shops, the main issue pertaining to zoning. Many of the structures that were inspected were built without zoning provisions and consent use, with some of the structures having been built on critical municipal infrastructure. As indicated in the press briefing on the 19th of December, in some instances, there is a need for demolition, though this will be a final resort and only in cases where regularization cannot be achieved. The Gauteng provincial government continues to assess the situation and is expediting regularization where possible and following a rigorous process that will last up to 2 months on average. With regards to applications by foreign nationals, the challenge of non-compliance relates to incorrect and in some cases fraudulent documentation being submitted. Gauteng provincial government with municipalities, we're working closely with the Department of Home Affairs, the South African Revenue Service and law enforcement to ensure that foreign nationals adhere to the laws of the country, which is a non-negotiable requirement. We wish to give assurance that no foreign national who is in the country illegally will be allowed to conduct business in our province. We will continue to shut down Spaza Shops and food handling facilities that are non-compliant in terms of environmental health and safety standards, as well as the legal status of the owners. As of today, 7,148 Spaza Shops and food handling facilities in Gauteng have been reached by training interventions. The training of informal food traders is a requirement of Regulation 638. Thus far, 372 training interventions have been undertaken. Training interventions are yet to be implemented in the city of Mogale. On the 20th of December 2024, the Department of Small Business Development resolved to craft a number of targeted action plans that will be implemented to ensure that provincial governments will receive necessary support in facilitating the registration of Spaza Shops and food handling facilities. Chief amongst these was the plan on how to support registration centers and the joint inspection initiatives across all provinces. Since then, a reporting template has been developed and approved, and various coordination meetings have been held between provincial and district coordinators to outline the project plan. Additionally, the onboarding of municipalities on the DSBD Connect has been ongoing. The process of the geo-mapping of Spaza Shops and food handling facilities at district level across all provinces is ongoing. This has been done with the use of geo-mapping tools that are providing spatially referencing data for data collection and analysis purposes. The department has aided the Gauteng province with the placement of trained business regulation officers who are providing services to our municipalities, including onboarding them on the DSBD Connect. The Gauteng provincial government has noted that some Spaza Shops and food handling facilities are continuing to operate after having been shut down. Inspections and investigations are continuous, and where cases of this nature are discovered or reported, the Gauteng provincial government will continue to enforce the rule of law and ensure that these facilities are shut down. In cases where continuous disregard for the law persists, recourse will be sought in terms of the criminal prosecution of those involved. Ultimately, we seek to ensure that the horrors of the last year, where our children were hospitalized and killed as a result of non-compliance on the part of Spaza Shops and food handling facilities, are never repeated. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Colleagues, I hope the statement was loud and clear. There might be no questions. If someone's got questions, please, we are free to ask. Please introduce yourself and the institution you represent.
My name is Lilian Butler from ENCA, and my question is regarding the Spaza Shops that are facing the risk of demolition due to the zoning provisions, violating the zoning provisions. Do we have an indication of which areas in Gauteng are mostly affected by this, and perhaps how many Spaza Shops could run the risk of being demolished?
We don't have the numbers and where, and this does not only apply to the Spaza shops. It also applies to some informal settlements where you find that there is a servitude, there's water infrastructure, or electricity infrastructure, and there's illegal structures built there. So municipalities will be acting because they have no choice, otherwise it will affect service delivery. And that's why we're emphasizing this point that in those instances there has to be a decisive action on the part of the municipalities. But I must also state that it is all over, it's not just in one place. As the municipalities are continuing to make an assessment, they discover them, and as they discover, they deal with issues on a case-by-case basis.
Okay.
I just want to know what is going to happen to the street vendors and the sellers that is are they going to continue selling this year?
Yes, the street vendors who are selling in schools will continue to sell, but there will be strict guidelines issued by the Department of Education. In fact, I thought by now the head of department would have done that. You'll remember they were stopped because things were going out of control. So once the Department of Education is ready, it will make those regulations public, and it will also engage with them. But the Gauteng provincial government is committed to supporting small businesses. We understand the impact of that economic activity for a lot of vendors in the schools.
In the past, just before the extension in December, there was an outcry from other shops and small businesses complaining that it was hard to meet some of the requirements in terms of registering and being compliant. How has the department, and how has government met those challenges to ensure that this process goes smooth? And in a statement, you're saying that there were other shops that were shut down because of non-compliance and they were found to be operating again. What can you explain the process as what happens when they are closed down and why they are still able to then open up and run the business again?
No, thank you very much. It is true that in certain instances, Spaza shop owners have complained that it's hard, but not only hard, sometimes it's expensive because they must pay certain fees for them to be registered. And we have encouraged municipalities to deal with the issue on a case-by-case basis because the Spaza shops are not the same. The owners, I mean, are not the same. There are those who are just starting, and there are those who have been operating and making money. But sometimes some of the business owners avoid registering because they see that as an extra burden on them, but also they see it as a disadvantage that will make them to pay more in taxes and in rates in the municipalities. And our approach is to engage with them and show them the advantages of accessing some of the opportunities that are there, especially when you are registered. You can take Koeda, for instance, if someone gets injured whilst at work. And if you're paying for Koeda as a Spaza shop owner, it means you protected, and even your employees are protected. And there are many, you take the skills levy, for instance. You are able to access money for continuous training and to also, so there are a lot of advantages for the Spaza shop and all business owners in the townships to register. I think we just need to have a continuous information sharing and teaching them that it's actually good to register, and it will also help your business. And it also helps us as government when we plan to know who is trading and where they're trading and what are they selling. Well, if a Spaza shop is closed, remember the law enforcement officers goes there and they find that they don't qualify to operate for whatever reason, because there's also inspectors that comes from the municipalities and from the provincial Department of Health, and if they satisfy themselves that you don't qualify to operate, they obviously close you down. But what happens after a day or two, some of the owners open without following processes. Remember, when you are closed, you can still reopen, but if you meet certain requirements that have been imposed by the laws and by the inspectors. So that's why we want to urge members of the public to be on the alert, to cooperate with the law enforcement agencies, and to also bring to our attention possible acts of illegality in the different areas of our province.
Last one. In the absence of further questions, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate. Those who want one-on-one, they can indicate so that we arrange. Okay, go to. Yeah, you can pick up.
That is, of course, the Gauteng MEC for Economic Development and Finance, Lebogang Maile. They're giving an update today. This is in Sandton, and this is on the Spaza shop registration. Just in a nutshell, a quick recap for you. The city of Johannesburg has seen 1,444 non-compliant Spaza shops, and about 243 of those have been shut down due to non-compliance. In the city of Tshwane, about 1,905 were non-compliant, and 48 of those were closed. And in Ekurhuleni, about 8,848 were found to be non-compliant, and 5 of those were closed. And he continues to say that this is an ongoing effort to clamp down on all these Spaza shops that are non-compliant.